I believe that one of the most difficult things to do as a human being is to take accountability for your mistakes or for your faults or for your flaws or for the things you've done wrong. There's nothing more ego shattering and, quite frankly, painful than being like, damn, I made a mistake. I was flawed. I fucked up. Or something like that. And I know it. I know more than anybody. I know better than anybody just how devastating. I know it sounds crazy to the average person, but it can be devastating at times to take accountability, to take responsibility, because it just hurts. And if you don't understand what I mean, try doing it. Next time you make a mistake, just be like, hey, I made a mistake. I'm not gonna try and blame anybody for it. I made this mistake, you know? But as difficult as it is, I believe it is something that every single one of us needs to do. In this world, you see so many people out there, so eager to defend their very fragile ego, and they're never, ever, ever, ever ready to reflect, to think about anything that they've done or wonder if they've done anything wrong. Oftentimes in this world, people don't think about their actions enough. And I talk about this because earlier I was talking with my friend and she posted a story. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry, but I don't feel comfortable talking to you anymore. I don't want to be friends anymore, respectfully. And she was like, wait, why? Did I do something wrong? Is there something wrong? What did I do wrong? I was surprised because she was just asking what was wrong. Now, this might be because I just meet shitty people, and yeah. And so I told her that her story, some of it was kind of offensive and contradictory, and it wasn't true. And so she told me, this isn't actually me. This is my friend's photo. And there were like sentences. Like, it's not me, basically. It's complicated, also simple to explain, but I'm too lazy to explain. But basically, it's not her. Sorry, as I was yapping on about. Um, so I was pretty much surprised by how eager my friend was to admit fault, admit mistake, admit, uh, you know, maybe she did something wrong. She was trying to find what wrong she did and what, all that stuff. And it surprised me, because, well, I don't mean to sound arrogant or just full of myself or up in my own ass, but it's been a long time since I've seen someone who's genuinely willing to take responsibility. Whoopsies. I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all. And so this whole thing just made me realize how important taking responsibility is, because a lot of the times the reason why some people are just an asshole, the reason why some people are just so rude and mean and why they're not happy is because they're not a nice person and people don't like them. And some of that relates to taking responsibility. I sound like I'm making a school presentation or like I'm writing an essay, but I'm being serious when I say that taking responsibility is one of the most important things in life. I don't know if this has ever been said ever, but I'll say it. Maybe I'll be the first to say it. Hot take. Not very hot, but I'll say it. You know how in math they teach you algebra and they teach you algorithms and they teach you like simple maths, right? Okay, so you know simple maths like 1 plus 1 and 1 minus 1 and stuff like that. I feel like there are some things in life that should be taught in their basics, and one of them is emotional intelligence. Um, I don't think teaching it as a subject would be difficult. Actually, no. Actually, it would be pretty easy. I mean, okay, listen, again, with the arrogance thing, I don't want to sound like I'm arrogant or I'm high and mighty, but I think I can write a good, um, like a sort of a study book or like a book on emotional intelligence, like, teaching it like math. You know how in math you have like sort of different types of, sorry, like different theories and different things like that. Like, oh, you have um, like vectors, and then you have like the sine, cosine, and tan, and then you have like, what do you call it? What do you the triangle equation that's so popular? Pythagoras. Yes, Pythagoras. I don't know how to say it in English, but Pythagoras. I feel like there are some things, some like concepts in basic like emotional intelligence or maybe psychology that should be taught. Um, like people have feelings and you should be wary of them. But also, in order to do that, you need to understand your feelings first. I genuinely, whole, and I mean wholeheartedly believe society would be a much better place if we taught concepts like forgiveness, uh, respecting others' boundaries, stuff like that. I feel like, before anybody like says, "Oh, they actually teach you that at school." No, they don't. And before anyone was like, "Oh, don't you have your parents for something?" Have you ever heard of it? Oh, I messed up my words. Have you ever heard of a dysfunctional family? Eric? Hmm? Jeffrey? Nonetheless, I don't care. Genuinely, I don't care. I believe it should be taken more seriously and taught at school. And I believe that, like, if someone, like, okay, like, here's an example of someone taking responsibility. 5 minutes, okay. Okay, like, let's say I bump into someone, I spill coffee, and the coffee spills on me and them. I can A, say that, oh, it's my fault because I wasn't looking. B, it's actually no one's fault. Like this can happen. C, it's their fault and totally not mine. Now the correct answer, ow, sorry, I've been like wearing these headphones lately and like they are so uncomfortable to wear. Get new ones, lol, someone might say. Yeah, I will. Just later. But ow. The correct answer here is to no one be like, I should have looked twice where I was walking, but it's okay because things like this happen. It's really no one's fault. See? That's how you take responsibility. But also, it's important to note responsibility doesn't mean self loathing and like literally like everything is your fault and everything like you do is just wrong and you're literally like the center of the universe, but in a like negative way. In a sense that like you're the problem, you're everyone's problem. Like, no, that's not Ow, that's not responsibility. That's just being a moron. Really, it's like moronic. But then again, you can't blame self-esteem people because low self-esteem people because like they grew up that way and they've been literally scarred uh to be that way and hey, well, everyone knows, right? Everyone knows that they're that for a good reason, right? Everybody knows. Come on. I'm just gonna pretend that everybody does. But yeah, let me just say this again. Taking responsibility is like super important, dude, and just do it. Do it, please. I'm really tired. So I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna sleep well. Wanna know why? Because I try. Because my hair doesn't look like shit anymore. That's for sure. But I try. And I fuck up a lot. Like, a lot. But what's important is to actually be like, hold up, I just did something bad. Let me not do that and do something good. You should do that as well. But yeah, so. Side note. Um, I'm rewatching the video, which is rare. I don't rewatch my videos, and I genuinely look like I'm jerking off the entire time. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't mind me cranking it. Well, spitting facts. I'm cranking it to my own wisdom. God, isn't that the most insane thing ever? But yeah, don't mind me. I genuinely just look like I'm jerking off with both hands. But yeah.